Okay, so another day, another video. This is kind of a weird introduction because I need to go close my door. So let's get that first done. Perfect. Now, you might be thinking, what is that? What is that? So I'm about to tell you exactly what that is. Um, just a note, if you go to my school and you see these videos, I don't care and I will never care. Because me and my friend were talking about it today. Like, oh, you better hope that no one sees this YouTube channel. Why would I care? I simply don't get it, right? I would never care. It's whatever. So, right over here, right? I hope you can see my mouse. This is the candles, right? And it basically shows the family that cannot afford electricity and they have to use candles, right? To light their house. That's a big fear of mine, okay? And over here, it's a boss screaming, right? At an employee. That's a big fear of mine as well. And over here, I got a couple more. I got a man that's homeless. It may seem unethical, but does it matter? No, because I don't care about ethics right now. Okay, all I care about is knowledge and money. Okay, then there's a family being evicted. And then up there, it's a homeless man begging for money because in the picture, it says trying to survive. Then over here, there's the solution, right, which is critical information plus a problem, right, and time equals a solution, right? Critical information is information that is the right information to find and apply to the problem to solve it. And over here, there's the gap between oh my God. This is like really making me mad right now because it keeps zooming in. I don't want it to zoom in. Right there. Get a picture of it. That. Get a picture. My arms don't look the biggest right now. Like, I know. It's basically says right now you're at a stop sign, okay? And there's a problem. And to be the person that you want to become, what you first must do is boom, break a problem, and there's gonna be another problem. You're gonna break that problem, and you're gonna break it. And you're gonna break another, and you're gonna break another, and then you're gonna reach your desired situation. And the thing is, what most people believe, right, is when you reach your desired situation, the problems just fade. The thing is with problems, there's always gonna be another. You think that you're rich, you wanna be richer. Okay? You think that you're the strongest, you wanna be stronger. Okay? That's the limit that the human mind has. It's not a limit actually. It's the infinity of always wanting more, right? There's never too much to grab, okay? And then there's also avatar plus depth. Depth. I have a list right now. And then sales, calls, and clients, right? Basically, it's a positive feedback loop, right? You do something positive, right? Such as getting sales calls and clients, right? And then you improve your avatar depth. And with the avatar depth, you would then improve your sales calls and clients, and then you would increase your avatar depth, and then you'd upgrade the versions. And then there's four things, right, that you should be working on. And if you're not working on them, then you're wasting your flippin' dippity time. I'm not trying to swear. Your fucking time. There's solid foundations and mindset, booking sales appointments, closing sales appointments, and delivering value, which is getting results. Okay? And then there's a line graph, which is for better and worse, right? And the baseline, right, which is time, and it's gonna happen anyway, right? It depends on the decision that you make. So if you make good decisions, there's gonna be consequences to those good decisions. You might be like, why would there be good consequences to why would there be consequences to good decisions? And I'm gonna give you the answer right now. Because everything has a consequence. Everything. You wake up in the morning, you snooze your alarm. Consequence, you're gonna have to move faster or you're gonna be late. Okay? And there's also, if I continue spending my time correctly, using it to make my mind better, my perception of business better, right? And my foundations better, what's gonna end up happening is over time, right? I'm gonna be a better man, right? And I'll have better knowledge, right? And then with that knowledge, I can use it to solve problems and then reach my desired situation, which in turn right now is just being financially free. Financially free is a lot of things, but for me, quick to summarize it, I want 100 mil. Boom, drop the bomb. So then there's bad consequences. You do a bad action, you get a bad consequence, right? And that basically means, so one day you decided, come on, like, it's not that bad. I'm just gonna watch an hour of Netflix. And an hour of Netflix goes to snacking. And then from that snacking, you become lazy, right? And from that laziness, you don't want to make good food for yourself. So don't have good food for yourself, so you cannot sustain yourself correctly, and you have a bad gut. With a bad gut, you have a bad mind, right? And then, right, let's say you continue eating late into the night, continue watching Netflix late into the night, then you get no sleep. With no sleep, you have no energy. And there's a big list of things. But what we can do is we can recognize it and we can stop it at some point. And with the good ones, there's simply one thing, and it's do not quit and do not switch. Keep at it. And that's what I have on my walls now. Am I happy? Yes. Because I need constant reminders of what this is for. Okay? This is not for some ego boost. This is not so I can talk to moms at a function like, yeah, I do this, I get money, yeah, da, da. This is where if shit goes down, I can carry my family on my back without caring or having to struggle and make ends meet. Because ends meet happen now. You either prepare for your bad situation or your bad situation prepares for you. Okay? And trust me, when it comes, you're going to be in a lot more pain than if you were just to spend a couple hours a day doing what you need to do. Anyways, that's my video on today. Today is November 18th, 11 p.m. I talked about the sleep thing for a reason. I need to get my ass into bed. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'd be surprised if you made it this far. Probably took a couple of years for someone to really want to watch my videos this far. But if you're watching this, you're witnessing something special. And I really hope you're watching it from order to order to order. Because you'll realize how much of a fucking headache this is. The headache hasn't started. Bye.